Alrighty then, welcome back everybody. Welcome back. I'm waiting for the loading screen to there it is. So let me see if I can grab it now. There you go. Eh. So yesterday yesterday or was it the day before that? Thursday I actually got this thing finished if I'm correct. And now we're gonna be aiming to go for a new one and see how that turns. So we have the first bit. Now we're gonna go for the next ones and then hopefully get the rest up and running properly. So no further ado, let's get started. So let's grab that one. Let me just get everything here up and running. There we go. Now we have everything in one thing. No, not yet. No, we have. All right, cool. So now we have everything in one thing, and now we're gonna go for some new one. So let's just see if I can get that right. So I believe with 5 we should be able to get to where I want to be with this. And then we're going to add in 4 for the smaller versions of it all. Something like that. Yep. And then we can actually make the size as big as we want. So I think around here should be a good one, right? Yeah. So now we have done that. We can now make the things that I want with it. So I want to go for apples. That's what I'm going to be going now for. Why am I no longer seeing the thing? Oh boy. All up. I need to refresh this. Just give me a second. The whole damn thing is bugging out, which is terrible. I'm not gonna lie. There it is. Now it's back, hopefully. Come on. Yep, it is. Good. Now I will type in Apple. There you go. Now we have Apple, and then we type in anime drawing of an apple. Let's see. Let's see if we can find apple drawing. There you go. Now we have a drawing of an apple, and now we're gonna go for images, and then we can see an apple, right? Then we can see what an apple looks like. Well, I already know how an apple looks like, but seeing how an apple looks like and how an apple looks like is always different. Holy shit, that's creepy. That's AI art. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Here is actually quite a good one, or that one even. So like that. All right, sure. We can handle that. So what we're going to be aiming for now is a color. We want to go for red kind of idea. So colors that work with red. Colors that work with red. Colors that work with red. Red palette. Blue or ice green. All right. Can we have also different colors? Ooh, that's a good idea. Copper. But then the red one to show up. This one is actually better. So we want that color. Let's see if I can get that color code. Select a specific color, and I want to select a specific color that is called E 7,450. Can I just type it in? I can probably type it in, right? Let's see if I can type it in. And then we're gonna just type it in the so we want 2D. Let's see if I can type it in. No, come on. 2D. Wait, what? Why is it not typing? 2D. Nope, it's not typing. Alright, fine. Fine with me. I need to just find out the colors then myself, I guess. So let's see if we can get the colors almost like. Or do I need to really like, pick up this color and say like, alright, I want this color. I want that color in here, so let's just copy paste it then. That should solve it because then I can just select it. So we're going to be aiming for this color. And then we're going to make sure that we have that color up and running into the drawing. Like so. There you go. Now we have that first bit done. And now we need to get a darker color up and running. In this. What the? Okay. And then we need to have a letter color, which is like this, I believe, right? Let's just pick that color up and then see how we can go with that. Yeah, something like this would actually work. And then we're going to be going for the merging. So we actually can get ourselves to where I want to be with this. All right. Now we've done that, we can now actually erase the things that we don't need. All right. Now we've done that, we can now actually get ourselves to the next bit, which is then the background. And after the background, we're just going to be making sure that we have the things that we want. And then, of course, we're going to be adding in the next bit. There we go. Now we have the first bit done. And now I hope that I can get the rest bit done properly. So, with that said, I can now get ourselves towards where I want to be with this, which is then an apple. So let's see how apples look like, because that's clearly what I need to look forward to. So if I take this one, for instance, I can see that the apples are pretty much basic, but they can still be finalized. Something like this. Less aggressive. All right. Oh god, I am doing this on the wrong layout. Why? Every single time that happens, I have no clue, but I'm doing it always. And then, of course, adding in the leaves. Come on. There we go. Now we're going to add in the colors for the apple, which is then the red. Now we're going to go here, grab that color again. All right. And then we're going to go aiming upwards again. There we go. Now we're going to aim for that apple vibe, which is then darker color on the bottom line. So let's do that. Let's pick up this color and then trim it down to here. First things first. And then we're going to go for lighter color. And that should give us then the right amount of apple powder. And then of course we're going to aim for that one. There we go. Now we're going to aim for that nice bit, which is then this one, and then we're going to now aim for a more aggressive kind of feeling towards it. So let's first no, that is terrible. So this needs to be in a very aggressive way, so like that. Yes. And then I need to now add in the light effect colors. So let's see if I can get that right. All right. Then we're gonna add also the other effect to it. Let's do this on a different layer. All right. That doesn't work. So it needs to be on white, pure white. I hate that when it happens. Alright, so it actually has like an effect. So no. Like so. Nope. Come on. This is harder than it looks. Blech. Nope. Nope. Oop. Come on. And how about this? But then, of course, you know. That's quite cool. Yeah, I'll keep it like this. I'll keep the apple like this. That looks like a good apple. I think that is a great apple. That looks like a great apple. All right, let's put it like this then. And save it right here. So we finally got the apple, the background, and then we just need to have the lag and text, but I don't know how I want to do the text. I think I will put the text a little bit more like a casual, basic text. So I'm gonna be putting it on a slab list and say it's a little basic. Yeah, that would be the best option. Mainly because of how dark the background is. All right. I think I will leave it here for now, just because I drew an apple and the background, so that's a good one. That's good enough for now. It is fucking hot, by the way. It is around 30 degrees outside still, even though it's almost evening. It's quite annoying. All right, not wanting to burn my hands. This is as far as I can go for now. I hope you all enjoyed for now, and thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye!